Okay. There you go. There go the legend. Peace to the God. Mr.G, salute to the God, man. Salute to the God. Welcome to Brooklyn. We are here at Dance Africa. This is the African Bazaar. You know what I'm saying? This has been a tradition in our communities for many and many years. I don't want to say that, you know, this is a Sabi mainstay, but we see Ma'ah here every year. You feel me? This is where you get a sense of where the community, this actually sets off festival season in Brooklyn every year, so you get a good idea to gauge what the temperature of the community is, you know? So yeah, man, welcome to Brooklyn, welcome to BAM, Dance Africa. You already, like the brother said, this is the kickoff to the festival season. This is the kickoff to summer. So I was having this conversation, remember, spring is Easter to Memorial. Summer is Memorial to Labor. So this is the kickoff to the summer in New York. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna see what Dr. Sabi and other master teachers spoke about when they spoke about the fact that we could be self-reliable. The Garvey way, okay? I remember we were having this conversation, me and you, Mr. G, in Harlem, and we were talking about being self-made, hustle and motivate. We were talking about vertical integration, being able to control the whole supply line of your business, meaning that you're the manufacturer of the cotton, right? Along with the designer of the cotton, along with the retailer of the cotton, along with the distributor and the shipper of said cotton. That's vertical integration. That's how you win. That's how you capture all of the bags that involve the supply line or the quote-unquote lines of your clothing. So, open air markets. There's nothing more African than that, right? What we did as a people is we would create marketplaces. Now, they create marketplaces in the digital world. It's called Amazon. It's called Alibaba. It's called eBay. It's all of these things. These are the same things that we were doing, but what they've done in the digital world is they tapped into what is known as the abundance. They had tapped into the infinity, and in their terminology, it's called a long tail. So they understand that atoms versus bits is no fight. You cannot, you know, there's not a benefit. The benefits of atoms versus bits does not compare when you're dealing with this digital world. Atoms and bits. Atoms have volume. Atoms take up space. Atoms are physical. Bits are digital, and they don't take up any space. They're infinite. So the infinite that people talk about with, oh, we live in infinity and you know, in the abundance of the ancestors. The abundance of the ancestors is translated in the quote-unquote technology. The abundance of the ancestors are translated through the things that are manifesting in the day and time, the epoch in which you live in. You feel me? You can't talk about the abundance of gold and whatnot. We don't live in a gold era. We live in a light era. So it's abundance of code. It's an abundance of ideas. It's an abundance of possibilities. There's an abundance of problems to solve. And by solving them, it's called algorithms. So anything that black people want to run and boo-hoo about and have pity parties about their big problems, well, you have big potential to be a big shot. You have big potential to be a big player in the solution-based game. So, open air markets, the solution and how this solves problems is it creates multiple income streams, right? We ran our markets 7 days a week. There was no closing down of the marketplace because we understood that everybody is always in need of products and services. So the marketplace would be the centerpiece of the community in which the economics circulated. It's not only import export, meaning people are coming from different countries or out of town, and they're bringing things from where they're coming from, and also people are coming from out of town to buy. You know what I'm saying? So it's retail, wholesale. You know, indigenous people that come from other regions, such as the Asians, such as the East Asians, the Indians, the Africans, they operate these markets, you know, they call them wholesale districts, but they might be selling bootleg. They might be selling Chanel bags or Gucci, or they might be selling mud cloth. You know what I mean? But those are 7-day markets. They have a different grind ethic. everybody seems to have a different grind ethic than the African, what do they call them? American descendants of slaves, the ADOS. You understand? So, you know, it's time to pretty much change that dynamic, because the ADOS live in America. And America is a very commercial-friendly place, and the market is open every day, all day, right? 25 hours, 8 days a week. I got coronated with a piece by our brother Baba Heru, the studio of Fatah. This is Saw on a solar disc, making a transition. I actually wanted to get this piece when I was headed to the West Coast, so we can coronate the transition of our brother Nipsey Hussle, but it did not get prepared in time, because he said there's no more West than the West Coast. That's the West of the West. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we saw that brother play out the mythology, he went from a Setian energy to a Heru energy to a Saurian energy. He was the reverse of the mythos. So this plate is the culmination of the coronation of not only that event, but also, you know, what we experienced with Sabi. Because Baba Heru believed that he was the first person when Sabi came to New York. He said he brought his entire class to an event, to his hotel, he said. About 14 and 15 students. But he found out from my mother that Sabi visited the California community first. You know what I'm saying? So Baba Heru was the second person to embrace him and support him. And, you know, he pointed out the fact that Sabi is a Kemetic name, and all of his children have Kemetic names. Ush is a Kemetic name, Ma'az is a Kemetic name, Sassar is a Kemetic name, Samar is a Kemetic name. You know, we know that Sabi might have had some difficulties with the Kemetic philosophy, but he still embraced the fact that, you know, these are the things that he chose to envelope himself in the energy of. So, in the spirit of oneness, in the spirit of unity, in the spirit of the totality of our African experience, you know, we welcome it all. We bring it all home. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm sure that greetings wherever Sabi's at, you know what I mean? His wisdom and understanding of these dynamics and these things has changed from when he was just merely a mortal. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful thing to embrace. And I'm honored, you know, to have received this piece. You know what I'm saying? This legacy piece, this heirloom piece. Alright? Things are on the up. Thank you, Mr.G.